Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to today's review. Hope to find you all well and hope that you all had a great weekend and a great Memorial Day. Hope to find you all well and safe. And today, starting a little bit earlier, the review with the market. We have more than 1 hour for the market to close and trying to review a little bit ahead of the close, trying to make things a little bit earlier and trying to help everyone the best we can. So looking into the spice, what we had today, we had a bearish reversal sell and engulfing day at the first part of the day. We open all the way at $422, the big wall here. I've been saying for those that are on the private channel, though, know that I've been saying that SPY has 422 as a big wall ahead, and on the first touch today we got rejected all the way from 422, hitting the support all the way into 419 and bouncing right now. So we are not having any more, at least for now, the engulfing candle. We have a pullback, but while we are above 419, we have bulls stepping in, buying the dip. One of the leaders right now and today is actually small caps, big leader, and exactly the same thing is right at the resistance. Okay, so those that got those swing calls, okay, I gave monthly swing calls 225. If you are listening, in my opinion, you should trim some profits here at the resistance. Those calls are more than $3 in the money, so congratulations everyone. You have more than 2 weeks until expiration. Okay, you have 3 weeks for the expiration. In my opinion, you should trim some of the profits, raise your stops on the rest, and let's see if the price is able to break, okay, on the small caps IWM. If the price is able to break, if it breaks above 230, watch out. In my opinion, should go all the way to 234. That's the next big level ahead. Okay, so but you trim profits on the way up. Okay, when you have calls, when you are on the longs, you trim profits on the way up and raise the stops, cap your profits. Right now your profits are capped, so you should keep raising your profits on the way up and roll for longer. Okay, let's imagine that tomorrow or in the next couple of sessions we actually break above 230. Okay, if that happens and if we hold above that breakout point, you can roll for longer expiration, for longer strikes, far out of the money strikes, playing for more upside on the stock and looking for a possible breakout. Okay, something to monitor in next couple of sessions. But if the stock stalls here and fades back below, okay, at least your profits are kept. You probably will get stopped, but your profits are kept, and you can play for the short-term pullback. For example, for a possible cap filling at 223, for example, and that's actually $5 downside potential. That can happen. Anything can happen on this market. Okay. One of the things that I'm really pissed today was actually the cubes, because out of the gate, okay, early in the morning, let's put here, okay, let's put here, earlier in the morning, on this candle, this first candle here, I short the cubes using puts, okay, puts 335 at 70 cents, okay, puts 335 at 70 cents. And everything was looking just great because I was looking for a downside on the cubes. And what happened? Boom! This happened. This candle here. And these... I'm not going to say the word. This mother, you know who, just stopped me. it's part of trading. Okay, it happens. It stopped me, and I got stopped out. And I was looking for some other names, and I didn't step in once again. And what happened? Basically, those puts 335 gone all the way in the money for more than $3. So from 70 cents all the way into $3. So it was a beautiful scalp. For those that had the patience to hold, congratulations. It was a beautiful one. And why the hell did I got those puts? Okay, because as also a same thing that I've been saying. Okay, you take profits and look for possible reversal sells on the resistance. And we have a big wall here at 335, 337. And basically when I saw that Apple was fading, okay, Facebook was fading, tech names were basically fading. They were going from green to red. So it was expectable that the cubes also gone from green to red. That's exactly what happened, okay? And what we saw and what we see right now on the cubes, we see that the cubes are bouncing from today lows of the day. Okay, beautiful bounce. From where? From where? From the 8-day moving average. So we cannot get much bearish, okay, here, while we have the cubes above the 8 and 21-day moving average. So I'm keeping the bull case. This was a scalp for the downside. It worked perfectly. Congratulations for those that had the balls and had the patience to hold even after the stop and this candle here, okay. And the puts worked very well. Hope that you got very nice profits on that one. But that's on the short term. That's why I got today options expiration, because this was a calculated put scalp for today. Not bearish on the long term. I don't have any clue what the hell is going to happen in next week, next month, 6 months from here, or 1 year from now. So I trade day by day, and this was a perfect calculated put scalp for the day. Now what? Bulls needs above today highs of today, 335.8. Above that we have 336.7, okay? And when I'll become bullish once we break and stay above 337, okay? I'll be a little more bullish, breaking above 337 and staying above, looking for $340. That's the next level ahead. When I'll become very bearish if we first breaks below today lows of the day, 331.4, that's your key support, and breaks below $330, that's 21-day moving average. Below that, then things can get ugly. Why? We can roll over, we can fill the gap at 322, we can go into the next support, and below that 316. Can that happen? Yes, it can. But first, we need below the 8-day moving average. Did not happen yet, so staying open-minded. And one of the things, and that I believe it will be the key, is actually, in my opinion, Apple. Okay, Apple has been seeing last week relative weakness. The leader on the FANG was actually Facebook. Very nice relative strength. Today pulled back and stopped very near the 8-day moving average. So continues to show very nice relative strength here. Bulls needs above all-time highs 333.78 last week highs for continuation. Bears needs below 325. So my short will come if we break and stay below 325. We can pull back $5 for the downside into 21-day moving average. That one it's also a possibility, but we need to see it. AMD was one of the beautifuls, and 2 weeks ago, 1 week or 2 weeks ago, I gave swing long shares on the stock. It worked very well. I hope that you also book the profits on those ones. Today, I gave a scalp and I traded myself a scalp here for downside. It was not easy, okay, but I basically got this put scalp here, playing for this pullback, and it was a beautiful, gave me 40 or 50% profits. I believe it was 40% profits on that scalp. A beautiful scalp. It gave even more. I believe it gone all the way into 60% profits on that scalp, but I closed a bit too soon. But very happy, okay? And why the hell did I got those puts? Because it's normal, okay, for market to pull back, and I was looking for taking advantage on the tech names and the semis pulling back a little bit. But that's on the short term. That's why I got in, get out, generate my cash flow, go back into cash, okay? I'm staying bullish on AMD while we are above $80, okay? If we break below today's lows of today, below 80.6, then we have 79, $78. Okay, the key support, we have a gap to fill at 78.4. Can that happen? Yes, if we break below today's lows of today, if we break below 80.6, yes, I may look for a possible pullback into the 78, $79. That can happen, so I'll be looking. But that's only a scalp, okay? It's not swing. The swings right now remain on the bull camp, at least for now. While we are above $78, we remain bullish here, in my opinion, on AMD. What I believe it will be the key is actually Apple. Apple today, after last week, I got this day here. Okay, this day when we tried to break 128. I got long calls out of the gate looking for a break higher on the stock. Did not happen. So I step out. Okay, basically I step out. On that day, I got Apple puts and cubes puts playing for pullback. It worked very well, generated very nice cash flow on that day. But Apple from there gone all the way below the 821 moving average and stopped today exactly at the support. Okay, my support line, you connect the dots, okay, and exactly right almost to the penny at 123.9. So what we should expect from here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days on a row with a red close on the red candle on the stock. So I'm putting a short-term bottom here on Apple, in my opinion, while we are above 123.9. That will be my reference point, okay? What I'll be looking, possible oversold bounce here, but we need above today's highs of today, 125.4, we have 125.7, and above that we can go all the way into 126, 127. When I'll be extremely bullish on Apple, only above 128, okay, 128.3 last week highs. That's when I'll be extremely bullish for a short covering rally on Apple. First, we need to see it. Right now, baby steps on the bull camp. They stopped exactly where it should. Okay. If it breaks below today's lows of today, then can get ugly. We have 122. We have $120. Okay. We have 119. Those can be the targets, but needs below today's lows of today. If that happens, then I'll be a little more bearish on the stock, looking for a rollover. But some signs today from 123.9. So if you got long, okay, on the stock or on swing long trades on Apple, I believe we can have a short-term bottom here at 123.9. That can be a bottom, but we need confirmation. What is the confirmation? Above today's highs of today and recovering the 8-day moving average. So something that I'll be monitoring in next couple of sessions. The other one that also gave me very nice cash flow was actually Baidu. Out of the gate, I got puts scalped here. Closed a bit too soon. It got even lower, okay, into the gap. The target was the initial target was to fill the gap at 197.2. Did not happen, showing relative strength. Also bullish options activity on the name. So if extends can go all the way 205, 208, 212. Those can be the levels for the upside, okay? The most profitable trade was actually CCIV, okay? I got calls on CCIV, and those calls were just a beauty. I actually closed a bit too soon, but if you look into this pullback, it was the right thing to do, okay? I closed basically around the same price that we are seeing right now. I didn't ride the momentum, this last momentum here, okay, I didn't write this last leg. I start trimming profits on this way up, and it was a beautiful trade, okay? Once again, get in, get out, generate cash flow, go back into cash, because the market is killing the momentum on the price, okay? So we could have something like this. The resistance that I was seeing was actually above $23, okay, but price, the momentum is fading, okay, so don't fight the price, generate your cash flow, go back into the cash, and congratulations. One of the names that I'll be looking is actually QS, okay, so keep it on your watch. QS, if it breaks above 27.1, 27.2, target 29, above that, watch out, big short squeeze. Today saw monthly July out of the money calls, so something to keep open-minded while we are above 25. So my line in the sand, 25. While we are above that, the stock is calling, okay? If it breaks above 27, in my opinion, we can go first target 29, above that $30 plus, and watch out, big move potential while we are above 25. So also keep it on your watch. Tesla pull back a little bit, but doing nothing, okay? Holding the 8 to 21-day moving average today, pull back 21-day moving average, holding. So something that I'll be looking after Friday reversal sell. Not much follow through for downside. I will be bearish on Tesla below 614, okay, for a move below $600. I'll be bullish above last week highs at 635. I'll be looking for $650 on Tesla, so also to keep on watch going forward. Other name that I played last week, okay. Airbnb, we got calls here on Airbnb on this break higher. The stock stopped exactly where it should last week. Today trying to break, but may need some more patience, okay? Above, today as of today, above 146, watch out. This is a stock that should go all the way above $150 if it gets the momentum, okay? I see it also as a possible reopening trade with more traveling, with more tourists around the world. Airbnb can be one of those names that can go back, in my opinion, easily above $150 if the momentum starts kicking in. Other name that we had from last week, it was a very beautiful. I gave swing long trades on TripAdvisor, okay, and from $41 all the way today into 45. Before the market open, I said everyone to start trimming profits at 45. It's 10% stock move in 1 week. Very nice swing trade from a bullish reversal candle here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 days. On day 4, 3, 4, what do? You trim profits, raise your stops, wait and look for a possible reversal sell. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, reversal sell, pull back. Now what? It's holding the 21-day moving average. It's above the 8-day moving average. So can spend some time here, consolidation, before resuming in the next couple of weeks, months ahead. That I also believe TripAdvisor will, if everything goes normal with vaccines, COVID vaccines, and the cases hopefully going down, and I believe more people will be traveling, so you should be looking for those kind of names that I'm showing. Other name, Uber. It's a very tough name. Okay, last week big weak candle. Also today another one, but it's showing that we are seeing some deep buyers. Okay, they tried last week to push it below 48. This week they tried to push it below 49, but back above, and right now at 51. It's coiling, it's above the 21-day moving average. In my opinion, it's also a name that should favor in next couple of months. If everything goes normal, it also should see some more upside going all the way here in 55, 56, while it's above 48. Okay, so 48, actually last week lows, this line here will be my line in the sand. Bulls are stepping in and buying the dip here. So keep it on your watch. If it breaks above 52, it's a name that can go, in my opinion, easily into 55, 56. Breaks below 48, the momentum will be lost and short the hell out of the stock going into the $44 area. Okay. I will also be looking for UVXY Today, bulls, actually bears, bears on the overall market, but the bulls on volatility bought the dip. It's kind of funny how they bought the dip on UVXY right to the penny. Okay, 34.48 was today lows of the day. It was exactly the same lows of the day from Friday. Okay, 34.48. So the machines are working very, very well. So what this means? It means that if we see upside on volatility, okay, the market can see some selling pressure. Okay, something like we saw here. We have 1, 2, 3 day spikes. So I'll be looking into the end of the day today and tomorrow how the volatility is going to behave. If we are seeing today some selling pressure here from 37 fading a bit, if resumes into the close the fading, then I believe it will be the green light for the spice to make new all-time highs and the cubes to break above 336, okay? And also looking for small caps IWM breaking above 230. But we need volatility to fade. We need volatility to go down and breaks below on UVXY, VXX, breaking below today lows of today. Otherwise, if we break above today highs of today, watch out. We need leaders, okay? So what I'll be looking, IWM is able to break above today as of today. If yes, then we can have the next leg up. SPY is able to hold $420. If yes, okay, we can make new all-time highs. Otherwise, but for that to happen, we will only make new highs on the SPY. We will only break $337 on the cubes. We will only go above on small caps above $230 if volatility fades. So what I'll be looking is if volatility is going to fade into the next couple of sessions. Okay. So with this said, what is my suggestion on the risk management part? Okay, when volatility is high, okay, things are not easy at all. So it's wisely to trim profits on the way up, raise your stops, generate cash flow, get in, get out, and go back into the cash. History says that on the long term, the bull market wins, okay, and that's exactly what we have been seeing. Everyone here, okay, we saw lots of corrections this year, okay. We had a big downside here on January going into February. This year, what we saw, boom, new all-time highs. We saw once again on March, big correction. What happens after that? Boom, new all-time highs. We saw second time on March, we saw big correction. What happened after that? New all-time highs, okay. Okay, and this one was actually a crazy one with more than 13 days on a row with the spice going up. So it was kind of insane, okay. And we right now seeing another correction, and one of the yellow flags right now is that we still did not make new all-time highs, okay. But we are still above the 8 and 21 day moving average. So we cannot get much bearish here while we are above the 821 and we are actually above all the key moving average. The trend is still up, okay? But we also need to respect price. We have been seeing the opening being faded, okay? The same thing happened here. And from there we hit new all-time highs and boom, correction. So corrections are going to happen. It's normal. Pullbacks are going to happen. It's normal. And we need to take advantage from that. That's why today I gave the cube puts, because I was seeing the pullback. It would be easier if I got with the SPY puts, okay? Because we didn't have the spike, okay? We didn't have on the SPY. We didn't have this spike here that basically triggered my stop. And I got stopped out. After the fact is a lot easier, but when we are looking into the charts real time, we need to make decisions, okay? And looking right now, I cannot make any decision right now from what I'm seeing. What we have, looking for the cubes, we have downside. What we have right now, mean reversion. We are back to the middle of the range. You put the high, you put the low, we are in the middle. We are in the middle of nowhere, no man land. Now what? You do nothing. You wait. You wait. Breaks below 2 days of the day, you have 21-day moving average. Breaks below 21-day moving average, go bearish. Breaks above 2 days of the day, go bullish. Go long. So it's not when we have a mean reversion, okay, it can go anywhere. It can fade from here on it, or it can go up from here. I don't like to flip coins. I don't gamble. Okay, I trade for a living. I look for levels. I look for the charts. I look for relative strength. And what I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing very nice relative strength on small caps, for example. Okay, I'm looking and I'm seeing very nice relative strength with the SPY near the lows, with the cubes in the middle of today range. I'm seeing actually small caps trying to break out, but they did not break out yet. Okay, they are trying, but here and those swing long calls, actually it worked very well. 225 strike, they are in the money, $3, more than $3 in the money. So trim profits on those targets. Okay, and wait, breaks, you go long and you can roll some of the profits into longer expirations and keep riding the momentum while it lasts. But if it reverses back down, your stop will get hit and you know the next levels. We have the 8-day moving average at 223.8 and we also have the gap to fill at 223.7. So those can be the targets, okay? But wait, be patient, wait for the levels, okay? And I don't like to, once again, to flip coins saying that we are going to break higher. Yes, right now it's showing some relative strength, but no one was actually expecting the kind of move that we had today. And we had it. And we have mixed action. We have semis that are lagging a bit, okay? We had Nasdaq that was big on the red, but right now Nasdaq is basically flat on the day. SP 500, exactly same thing, was deep on the red. Right now is basically flat on the day. Dow Jones pretty much flat on the day. So when this happens, there is no real edge saying that we are going one way or the other. So that's why you manage your risk. You get in, get out, generate cash flow, and go back into the cash and wait for the next setup. And that's why always what I'm looking for new setups and trying to generate cash flow the best way I can. Okay. Other name that I have on the watch list, and I believe it's running right now, MVIS. Making a very nice move. I gave on the private channel some calls here on MVIS. So if you got those calls, very nice momentum. Second leg right now. And what a beautiful, okay? What do you do? Is this going to the moon? No clue. I don't bet on stocks going into the moon. I look for opportunities to generate cash flow. And these moves and this second leg, very nice cash flow on those calls. So if you got those calls from the private channel that I gave you, you are watching right now, you are deep in the money on those calls. What do? You trim profits, okay? You trim profits. 1/3 of the position goes out of the window, okay? You trim profits, raise your stops. What can be your stop? For example, this one. What we need to break above 18.5, okay? If we break above 18.5, can extend to $20 and you keep riding the momentum, trim profits. But if, for example, the stock does something like this, a lower high, not able, it can roll over. If it roll over, you should be looking for this support and you can have stops here or below $70. You coming from here, you coming from 16. I gave on the private channel 16. Right now $2 up per share. So that's very nice. If it starts making lower highs, lower lows, then it will roll over, the momentum will be lost, okay? Something very similar that happened on Friday, reversal sell, today bounce from the 8-day moving average, bullish options activity on the name, but you don't marry with the trades, okay? You trade for cash flow, you try to generate some cash during the day, during the week, during the month. And that's the kind of market that we have. If you like to swing long trade, okay, what do? You go with longer expiration. That's why on small caps I gave last month, I gave on May, I gave monthly options expiration into the small caps. You have 3 weeks left for the options expiration, but in my opinion, right here, it's a resistance, okay? Right into the resistance. Okay, you connect the dots once again. What you do? You trim profits. Okay, and it's having some hard time. You are seeing this real time. Okay, put a high on the day. It's having some issues to break. Okay, you respect price. If it goes back and if it fades back into below 228, then can be a short-term top here on small caps. And what we'll be looking next? What happens from here? It will reverse back down, or it prints an inside day and giving some more time before the breaking higher. No one can predict the future. Not me, not you. No one can really predict the future. We trade based on price, not based on the expectations, not and also the flow. Okay, and one of the things that I usually say is look for price, look for volume, looks for options activity, looks for the order flow. And here, right now, we need to see how the money will position themselves going into the end of the week. Okay. With this said, the video is getting too much extended. I hope this video was a little bit earlier, giving 40 minutes. We have 40 minutes for the market to close, helping everyone the best way I can to trim profits, to raise your stops, and trying to help everyone to explain the rationale behind some of the trades that I had today. Sadly, I got stopped on the cubes, but I actually explain you why the hell did I got puts out of the gate on the cubes. Was big wall, and I look for the leaders. Facebook was the leader last week. It was red early in the morning. I look for Apple, was green, goes from green to red. I look for Amazon. I look for Netflix. I look for the semis. The semis were also lagging and fading. And you take action. Okay, you look for the leaders. The index will fade, okay, if the most of the heavyweights on those sectors go down, okay. The ETFs and the index we also fade and we also go down with them sooner or later, okay. So try to generate some cash flow and staying open-minded for the rest of the week, okay. With this said, wish you all a great end of the day. Manage your risk wisely, and I will be looking how the market will close today and trying to build the trading plan for tomorrow from early in the morning on the Discord channel. I always give the main names that I have on the watch list, trying to build a trading plan with the key levels, okay. And one of the things on the cubes I said 335 all the way from 335 337 big wall, okay. When I say big wall, that's a resistance, very bullish. If you break above, then shorts will be forced to cover and we have big scalp long. But if it stalls there and if you see the heavyweights on the tech names fading, okay, goes from green to red. So you pull the trigger, go into the puts, and it was a beautiful trade. What's the targets? The target's the 8-day moving average. It's always the first target. 8-day moving average. Boom! 8-day moving average. What you do on the targets? You take profits. If you took your profits, you are not crying right now, okay? Because if you didn't took the profits, the market will take the profits from you, okay? Will take the profits out of your account, okay? And that's why I usually say take profits on the you have always the chance. If the market is going to roll over, you have always the chance to go back later, okay. For example, if it stalls here, okay, if it stalls here, okay, and if it rollovers, you can scalp into the close, looking for another rollover into the 8-day moving average, for example, okay. That's also a possibility, but you took profits where you should, and you have the cash to go back into the trade. If it fades from here and if it breaks below 333.5, if it roll over from the support line, then you can short back into 322 and you have more than $1 possible put scalp here, but it needs to break, okay? And not trying to anticipate what the hell is going to happen. Right now, bulls step in. Let's see if they will keep the commitment into the close, okay? So thank you all for watching. Wish you all a great evening. Stay safe. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone.